In Chapter 9 of this video series, I showed you how to build a test in Blackboard using existing pool questions. What I did not cover was how to get those pool questions imported into Blackboard, because I'm assuming you had to build those pools from scratch, as was covered in previous videos. But it occurs to me that you may have a previous course that you want to move questions from into your new course, or perhaps other faculty are willing to share their pools of questions with you. And so I feel it necessary to now cover how do you get those pools from one course to another. You might think that you can just simply copy a pool of questions from one Blackboard course to another, but unfortunately it doesn't turn out to be quite that simple. However, the process itself is actually pretty straightforward. So I am currently in a course you may not recognize. This is another course of mine that is fully built, and I want to move some of the questions from it to my new course that I've been developing. And I'm going to do that. So again, you can imagine that maybe I'm another faculty member, or I'm just trying to transport questions from one of my Blackboard courses to another. I'm going to go down on the menu. I'm going to go to Course Tools. You can see up here Course Tools. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go to my Tests, Surveys, and Pools. I'm going to go to Pools. And this is a good time to also show you what I had mentioned in another video, and that is that when you're creating your pools, it's a good idea to properly name your pools and organize them so that you can find exactly what you need right away. And this is certainly the case here. I'm going to need chapters 32 through 36, my examples and quiz pools. So I'm going to scroll down, and here's chapter 32, 33, 34, 35. And now this is page 1 of 3. I can see them all by clicking on the next page, or I can edit the paging by making sure I see more of these all at once. I'm going to go ahead and put 66 since there's 66 items, and now I can see the rest of them all the way down, and I have lab topics, things like that. Okay, let's go up to chapter 32 because these are the ones I want. I have an exam pool and a quiz pool. I have these separated because my quizzes are things that the students can take over and over again. They can see those questions many times, and the exam pool they only see during exams. So let's go ahead and start by copying the exam pool. And now I can't just directly move it over to my new course. So this is the course that has the exam pools. I want to get it into my new course over here. I want to get it into this pool. So first I'm going to go back. I'm going to copy or to export this file, and it's going to create a zip file on my desktop. So I'm going to hit export. It's going to come up with a place to save it. You can see that it's thinking, and it'll come up with a place to save this. I'm going to save it in this folder. I'm going to actually put it into my current folder that I made for this particular video. But don't worry about the naming. You're going to hit save, and it saved it as a zip file. Now I'm also going to just, while I'm here, I might as well do a few others. I'm going to export, and it'll go fairly quickly. And what I would recommend is go ahead and do all of your exports first. And so I'm in the right folder. I'm going to export. And so you would export all the ones that you need. Again, unfortunately, you can't do them all at once. That would be great. You can if you're doing a course copy, but if you're trying to move pools from one course to another as a separate thing, then you cannot do them all at once. You have to do them separately or individually. Okay, now that I have my exported files, I can go and check to make sure I have them in the right place. I'm going to go and check my folder. I have them in this folder, and I can see the 2 zip files. Okay, that's what I'm going to access in my new course. I'm going to go to my other course where I want to import a pool now. I'm going to browse my computer. I'm going to find those files. Here they are, and you have to do one at a time. I'm going to hit open. It shows me what file I'm going to try to import, and I'm going to hit submit. Now, depending upon the pool and where it comes from, you might get a few error messages here. As long as you don't have an error message in processing, you should be fine. And of course, if you don't get the pool show up, then that's a problem. But I'm going to hit OK. and I can see that I now have this pool inside. I have 18 questions, and it is going to be worth your time to just go ahead and hit edit and review these questions to make sure that these questions look good. I've got selections are good, my questions look good, so you would probably want to go through each one of these just to make sure that the questions look good. But I now have a pool, and I'm going to go ahead and quickly import the second one, and I'm going to go here to the second file, open. This one again should be fairly quick as I hit submit. It'll probably give me an error message. You can see in this case that the error message is about a notification, and also during achievements processing. In my other course, I create achievements in my course as well, so it's tagging some things to the tests that I give. So again, unless you see a processing error for the questions, or the questions simply don't show up, this should not be a problem. So I'm going to hit OK, and now I have my two pools for Chapter 32 in this course. I have my exam pool of 18 questions and my quiz pool of 31 questions. So as now you know where I got these all from, and you know where all of these pools came from and how I got them in here. So this is a pretty fast, pretty easy process. So those faculty that are scrambling to kind of come up with test questions or get them on, you can either get your test questions up into Blackboard, or perhaps you can work together to share exam pools, and this is a good way to do that. Okay, I hope this has been helpful, and I will talk to you in the next lesson.